What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today I have a very exciting model review for you all. Today we're going to be taking a look at my GeminiJets 1:400 scale United Airlines DC-8-61. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, and without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started with the box, everybody. So I got this at the DFW Airline Collectible Show in 2024 and got a really great price of it of $20. I thought that was really fair, and always looking for great snags, and that's exactly what we have here. I'm sure we've all heard the saying, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's exactly my mindset when it comes to any aircraft at airline collectible shows, and quite frankly, this one looks really great anyway. So this is a quality addition here for the collection, and I'm very excited to see how I'll be able to utilize it here in the future. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into the assessment and see what this aircraft is all about. So you have the cinematic box design that GeminiJets has done here in the early 2000s. So you can see kind of that banner design, and then you get the United titles here in the, this would have been the Tulip era. However, obviously you can see where they have the logo there. Here's the actual aircraft itself, along with a blue sky background and a blue stroke, so that certainly looks really nice right there. McDonnell Douglas DC-8, and this is a DC-8-61. This is a die-cast model, 1:400 scale. It is a historic retro jet liveries at the time, because obviously this was made in like 2001. This was long gone by the 80s, I'm sure. Made for collectors by collectors, GeminiJets logo, all the other applicable character traits is the wrong word. I've been writing too many essays lately. All the appropriate traits that you would expect. This is GJUAL097, so certainly early on in the process, and this registration is November 8073 uniform. One of the unique parts about these boxes is they put the specifications not only in the pamphlet but also on the back, so you can see that here. DC-8-61 United, there's construction line number, registration, the engines there, the JT3D3B, so the smaller ones before the 70s came, or 70 DC-870s came out with the bigger ones, and this aircraft entered service in 1967. 2002 release, and you can see the specifications along with some of the rundown there on the DC-8. One downside to this model, why I got such a good price on it, was because it is missing its bottom plastic piece. So luckily I was able to get it home safely, because we were driving as a group, so luckily that ended up working out just fine, and the model's made it home safely. So again, it's a really nice one. I'm certainly very delighted to have it here in the fleet today. I think it looks really good, and you know, take what you get and don't throw a fit. I don't have many of these older livery United aircraft, so certainly can't hurt to expand upon them when the opportunity presents itself. And once again, I think that's a great example of what you're finding with this particular aircraft right here. So we're not going to waste any further time. I'm going to go ahead, pan over the camera a little bit, zoom her on in, and then I'm going to lower this and move this, and we are ready to go. So let's go ahead and take a look. So DC-8 is a very unique aircraft. I know I've reviewed a couple here on my channel so far, but this is a very cool one for a variety of reasons. Nose cone looks really good. These are some of the original Gemini molds that they did a superior job on. They've done a good job lately, though, so that's awesome. However, it is worth noting how great these molds are, so definitely cool to get to see that right there. And then, of course, you have the United logo right here, and I can't see exactly what that says, but it must be talking about the aircraft. It kind of seems like that says Aloha State, but I don't think that's what it says, but somewhere around there. Anyway, you got some various panels down here too, and then you got the nose landing gear, which is nicely detailed. Now it is sitting a little off the ground because at some point the rear landing gear will re-glued, and just that much of a little angle off will make that difference. So not a huge deal. Again, just observation. Here's the L1 door that looks quite nice. And then, of course, I'm not exactly sure what kind of cabins we had on these DC-8s at the time. I might have a number of seats though, so let me see if I can get that real quick. I don't have a number, or take that back. Here it is. So we have 210 for typical high mixed class, and then 269 high density, and then as of for the 62 variant, we have 139 mixed class and 189 high density. This is a 61, so it's going to be the former. So quite a few seats on this aircraft for sure. Here comes the metallic underbelly. That certainly looks quite nice right there, so very glad to get to observe that right there, to say the least. And then, of course, we run into our blue cheat line here with quite a few windows, so it's look really nice. And then the United titles bolded and italicized. Now, I believe there's one here on the front that either has the logo or says like friendship on it. That one by Aero Classics is worth quite a bit. This one isn't quite as valuable because it doesn't have that on the front, but this is still quite a nice aircraft. Then you have this door right here. Not sure if this is a lav, galley, what exactly is here on the DC-8 to prevent that many windows, but still looks pretty solid. And that will take us into the middle section of the aircraft, where you're going to find more windows and then 2 emergency exits across the wing right there that look really nice. Again, this is a one-piece mold, so that looks really nice. You get the leading edge light and then those very beautiful narrow GT 3D engines. So similar to the MD-80, but not quite the 8Ds. These are the 3Ds, and they look quite nice. So that original design there. Not much for the fan blades, but you can see that they were given an effort, so we love to see that, along with the pylons. So very acceptable for 2001. No complaints to be assessed there, but again, that mold looks really good there with the middle of the wing root, and all that looks really awesome. Here's the wing itself. Get some really good detail there, and the color difference there all looks really great and very accurate, so we'd love to see that. Main landing gear, again, they regrilled it at some point. I believe it's that right one that's kind of giving the main wheel a little bit of trouble there, but luckily pretty what's the word I'm looking for, negligible, so not a huge deal there. Then you have 2 doors back here that look really nice. The main difference here being that one has a major big window and the other one doesn't. We still got the metallic color underneath, so that looks really awesome. And then you got the back here with some more windows, 2 of which are right next to each other there at the back. And then you get the registration November 8073 uniform, the L5 door if you want to call it that. These DC-8 stretch jobs certainly have quite a few doors on them. And then you have the tail, which possibly was reattached at some point, and the horizontal stabilizer, which are also one piece, so that's pretty cool. Also note the stubber piece from hidden in the back. That's certainly cool to see. Anyway, tail looks really good, so you have the United and then just the 2 colors. There's the only place where red appears on the livery, then you get some blue down there as well, so that's awesome to see. And you got the horizontal stabilizers, which also look really nice. They're really greatly detailed. You get that difference in color again, and all that looks really great. And the bottom piece looks really great there too. And overall, the detail is really solid. Right side of the aircraft has some significant door differences. So you can see now they're farther back right there. So you got one next to the U and obviously one before the leading edge of the wing. You also have 2 baggage doors right there that appear. So I'm glad to see that they're adding that detail despite this being very early on in the diecast model era. And you can definitely see the 2 rear baggage doors there too, which are really nice. And there's a better view there, that landing gear that was reattached at some point, and here are the engines, which look really good. Definitely the coolest characteristic is kind of that bent piece. I'm not exactly sure if that's what the piece is meant to do, but it looks really cool regardless, so we love to see that. Let's go ahead and zoom on out and take a look at the top of the aircraft, which looks really nice. You do have one marked up beacon there, so it's great to see that they were adding detail for that despite the circumstances of the time. Bottom of the aircraft looks really good. You got the navy and gray, silver, whatever you want to call it, GeminiJets logo, along with some great detail. Looks like there's a little scuff of Subaru under that door, but that's not a huge deal. I didn't even notice it till just now, so not a huge deal. This is what happens when you get used aircraft and only can get a glance at them at airline collectible shows. It obviously wasn't enough to shy me away from it in the moment, so that means that the model is good to go. So overall, this is a really great aircraft. I'm definitely glad to have it. As I said previously, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, and there's no exception to that rule with this particular model. I do think it looks good though, and I'm definitely glad to add more DC-8s. I'm always after more unique aircraft types for a great price. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to get this model, obviously, but I will be delightfully happy to pay $20 for it at a collectible show. So that's certainly the purpose of them. Helps everybody out, help the seller get some money for it, while also helping out a fellow collector get a great model for a great price. So I'm certainly very happy with it. I look very forward to what's to come here in the future, and overall, life is definitely good with this aircraft. Got to have another DC-8. Now, I believe this is my first one with the smaller engines, these 3Ds. I believe I have the UPS and the National with the bigger engines, and I want to say I have one more DC-8. It's the ABX, and I'm looking at it on the table right now if I can find it. That one actually does have the narrow engines, so this is my first passenger one with the narrow engine, so that's what I was looking for. But I believe this is my 4th DC-8, which is a nice uptick considering that I didn't have any. When did I get the ABX? Or no, I think I got. Did I get the? Yeah, I think I got the ABX first. Yeah, that was in October of 2023. So considering that I didn't have any like 6 months ago and already got up to 4 is great. So all for a great price and all in good good value as well. So that's awesome to see, all in good measure. So really happy about all this, and I hope all of you have been enjoying all the content. Looking super forward to producing more of it as soon as possible. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriver of Aviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriver of Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriver of Aviation is signing off.